Hey everybody, welcome to a very special episode of Cribs and Ribs. I'm really excited to bring this one to you here today. We're going to rip off one of my favorite YouTube shows. Have you ever seen Hot Ones by First We Feast? Well, it's a great show. Most everybody and their grandmother's seen this show by now. But if you haven't, a young gentleman named Sean Evans takes celebrities through a whole gambit of hot wings, starting with very mild and ending what almost looks like torture. Me and my buddy Phil Bouchard from Stewart Title, we've been talking about that show. We thought it seemed like a lot of fun, but you know, to be honest, we weren't expecting any invitations anytime soon. So we figured we'd pull a little bit of R&D. In the real estate industry, if somebody's got a good idea, R&D is rip off and duplicate. So here we go. To kick off this first episode, I'm joined by the fantastic Dizzy Stunts. Fantastic Dizzy Stunts. Dizzy, how you feeling today?
Good, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing excellent. You ready to do this?
Definitely, I'm a little nervous.
All right, well, you know, that's what happens when you're about to eat hot fire. Dizzy here, she's got a very large presence on Instagram. You gotta check her out at Dizzy Stunts. This girl does all kinds of crazy stunt tricks on motorcycles. It'll blow your mind. I watched plenty of her videos just to get ready for this, and I can't believe it. And you know, the funny thing about all this is last night before filming the show, her dad actually reached out to me on Facebook and he said, hey, don't hurt my daughter's stomach. I'm thinking to myself, have you seen any of this girl's videos? Asking me not to hurt her stomach is like asking a rock star to turn down the TV because it's too noisy for him. Hold on, I'm gonna say that part. Have you seen this girl's videos? Asking her to calm down on hot sauce would be like asking Gene Simmons to turn down the television to protect his hearing. You know, that was lame, but all right. You've agreed to go down a dangerous path today, Derica. Derica, that's what we go by. We're on a first name basis at this point. So you've agreed to go down a dangerous path. I've seen a lot of your videos. Seems like you're no stranger to danger. Is this always something that you've always had the dangerous lifestyle?
Yeah, actually, ironically, my mom, in my name, as you can tell, Derica, she kind of named me that thinking like maybe in my future I'd be a little daredevil. It's kind of in my name, so yeah. My whole life I've been the crazy little daredevil.
All right, mission accomplished, Mom. Well, let's go ahead and jump in. This first wing, I wanted to pick some hot sauces that weren't totally impossible for you to find, but we got most of these from the Pepper Palace downtown here in Las Vegas. But this first one that we're doing here is the Valentina. This is a Mexican hot sauce. Pretty easy to find in the grocery store, but let's give it a shot. Now, Derica went boneless. Yeah, you're going to start with the top left, and you're going to go this way and end up with this one here. All right, so let's give this one a shot.
That's good.
It's got a nice flavor to it, doesn't it? It's kind of like a Cholula or a Tapatio. You kind of get that roasted pepper sort of a flavor.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
How are we doing with the heat? Not too spicy for you
Not too
just yet?
spicy. I like a level 2, you know?
So your mom was intent on you to be a daredevil. What led you into motorcycles?
That's where my dad came in actually. When I was about 3 or 4 years old, he had a big dirt bike and he would put me right up here on front and I'd hold on with my little hands and we would go up and have a great time. And then around 4 years old, I got my own dirt bike, my own little quad and stuff that I would just go and do my own thing.
I saw one video you did where you had some girl in front of you sitting on the bike and you were doing a wheelie with her sitting in front of you.
Yeah, that's my best friend actually. She does the same exact thing as me, so we have a lot of fun, yeah.
Nice. All right, well, let's go into this second wing here, Derica. So next up here, we are doing an apple smoked habanero sauce here. So this one should have a little bit more kick. You know, you getting nervous?
No, I'm nervous.
All right, let's see what it tastes like. This one's a little sweeter than the last one was.
That one's good too.
Okay.
I can taste the kick now.
Yeah.
It's like an aftertaste type of thing.
Yeah, it kind of starts to build on you a little bit.
Yeah.
I can kind of start to feel them sinuses starting to move a little bit.
For sure, yeah.
So other than stunt bikes, you any other thrill seeking, skydiving, anything like that?
Yeah, actually I went skydiving this year in Miami just because I saw one of my friends do it pretty often, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it, you know?
So you've already been skydiving then?
Yeah, I went this year. It was a crazy experience.
I'll bet.
I mean, oh my gosh, unexplainable. What a crazy thing for a human to want to jump out of a plane, you know?
I spent a little bit of time in the Army, and I just never saw any reason to jump out of a perfectly working airplane.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, but it was definitely an unforgettable thing that I did, and I'm glad I did it. I don't know if I'd be interested in going more than I did that one time, but you know, it's a possibility.
All right, so let's try this third wing here now. Dizzy, this is going to be where it kind of kicks up a little bit. We're using the ghost pepper wing sauce. This one you can actually find at the grocery store. I believe it's Matilda's is the name of it, or Melinda's is the name of it there. All right, this one you can find at the grocery store. Melinda's is the name of it. It's mostly ghost pepper, so this is going to have a little bit of kick to it, but there's also some habanero, which you'll be able to taste in the flavor. Now, Derek, while we're eating these nice hot spicy wings here, and you're trying to already go on the antidote there, whew, have you ever gotten in trouble onto that motorcycle of yours?
You know, it's gonna come no matter what, because what I do is a little bit dangerous, and a lot of people don't agree with what I do, so here and there I get in little tips, but one particular one is my neighbor. He hates me and my bikes. He thinks I'm a little devil, and he just does not agree with anything that I do. And he eventually got to the point where he was so angry that I would ride my bike by his house. He went ahead and tried to hit me with his car.
What?
Yeah, he was super crazy. He tried to hit me with his car. He brought out a BB gun, and he was trying to shoot me with this BB gun. And
What'd you do?
I just rode past his house. I might have been on one wheel, but don't recall.
So do you like the flavor on this sauce?
Yeah, but my mouth burning, on fire. I'm sweating.
Right on. I'm sweating on the inside. You know.
That's like a level 7 for me.
I hear you. On the inside, or on the outside, I'm cool as a cucumber, baby. You know, it does nothing to me. No, that one had some heat now.
It's a hot one.
Now this before we actually went to the Pepper Palace, when we were planning this whole video, Phil told me about this sauce. He'd had it before. I haven't had this yet. I've been looking forward to trying it, but I'm gearing up for it. Here we go. All right, let's try it, Dizzy. You know, we made boneless wings for Dizzy. She doesn't do the bones.
I
But
don't do the bones.
these other wings I smoked today before I brought it over here, and that smoky flavor with the blueberry, that really worked real well. It's got a little heat to it.
Oh yeah. It's the aftertaste. Really smacks you in the face.
Right on. Well, I'll probably deserve it for some.
Okay, so quick question for you. A lot of my friends are in their 20s. We really don't have the best credit because you know how 21-year-olds are and stuff. But just wondering, like, if we wanted to own a home or say rent a home because we don't have so much money yet, what would be our first steps?
Well, you know, those are actually great questions. There's a lot of misconceptions when it comes to renting versus buying. These days, you actually have to have higher credit to rent a home than you would to buy. We had the eviction moratoriums. A lot of landlords, you know, were losing out pretty bad. You know, so they're being really strict over the people that they allow to rent homes. First step I would say would be to talk to a lender. You know, a lender will tell you what your credit score is. You know, they'll be able to run your credit. They'll be able to tell you exactly where you need to be in order to purchase a home. Another angle you have to think about is when you go to, oh man, that hot sauce is getting me too. When you go to rent a home, you know, you're gonna have to pay first and last month's rent, security deposit, which is a few $1,000s anyways. Where now there's a lot of banks and lenders are doing down payment assistance programs to where first-time home buyers can get a down payment made for them, and it can be even easier for you to buy a home than it would be for you to rent a home. And of course, the largest advantage of that is as soon as you own the home, you start building equity. Matter of fact, one other thing that you and your friends should know is if you bought the average price home today in Las Vegas, between Between amortization and appreciation, in 5 years you'd have $95,000 worth of wealth built up.
Wow.
If you rented a home today and stayed in there for 5 years, when you moved out, you'd have nothing. You'd be starting all over again.
Yep.
You know, so definitely give me a call. You know, I could put you in touch with some fantastic lenders. Maybe you've got VA. I've got guys for that too. You know, I'll put you in touch with the right people, and we can figure out what's the next best step for you.
Definitely, yeah. That sounds great.
All right, now we got the last one here. This one is the end. This one also came from Pepper Palace. This one's gonna be bad, Derica.
Oh,
you ready
God.
for this?
I don't think I am.
All right, well, let's give it a shot. That's spicy. Yeah, that's really spicy. I don't know what else to say about it, other than it's really spicy. You definitely get a lot of pepper in there. What do you think?
It's hot, but I like it.
See, all your sauce is right there on top. You barely got into it a little bit on that last bite.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait.
Yeah, this has got some heat to it, but you know, like ribs and ribs, we go all the way.
Oh, my
Now,
God.
you don't have to do this if you don't want to, Derica, but I got to go ahead and throw a last dab on here.
I can't do it.
Oh man, that's hot.
It's very hot.
Alrighty. Oh. That last dab might have been a mistake.
Don't touch your.
Oh.
Don't touch anything with your hands.
Yeah, that one's hot.
Alright, so Derica, one last question for you. Your mom's a real estate agent. Your sister is a fantastic title rep. As Damiana, she helps me out with a ton of my videos. So at this point, you've pretty much been groomed for home ownership. Now I know you're pretty young. I mean, you. Ooh.
I need the chocolate.
You're young enough that I don't think it would be offensive if I asked you. How old are you, Derica?
I'm 21.
So are you still living at home, or do you rent, or do you own a home?
Oh, I live at home. Hold on 1 second. Gotta take a bite of this. My eyes are watering.
Yeah, this one's got some heat to it. Now I want you to notice, Derica missed most of her dab there, but ooh, it's got some nice heat.
Yeah, so I actually travel a lot with what I do, but me and my mom have really talked about me being a homeowner soon because the prices are only going to go up, you know, so.
They are. You know, one of the common questions that I get as a real estate agent is people are thinking that the prices are going to actually drop, like they did in 08, back when you were, what, 7 years old?
Yeah.
You know, and we don't see that happening anytime soon. The reason being is so many homes throughout the U.S. are owned free and clear, and now the ones that are financed, you know, most of those, or at least half of those, have quite a bit of equity in there, so people aren't as quick to walk away from their homes as they used to be. Derica, thank you so much for being our first guest on this Hot Ones Rip-Off show. I hope we didn't hurt your stomach too bad. I hope your dad's not going to be too upset with me there. All right. Thank everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Don't forget to ring that bell. You don't want to miss anything spicy.